Good morning, students. Welcome back to English class. In previous class, I taught that parts of speech, revision of parts of speech. So in that, I taught that noun, pronoun, verb, and adjective. Okay. So remaining parts of speech I will explain today. So before going to that, I will revise that previous class. Okay. So what is a noun? A noun is a naming word. A name of a person, place, thing, idea, action, everything. So these are all called parts of nouns. Okay, name of a person, thing, animal, idea. Okay. So what is pronoun? A pronoun is a word which used instead of a noun to avoid the repetition of the noun. So examples of pronoun: he, she, it, they, we, I, her, his, him. These are all comes under the pronoun. Okay. After that, I explained about the verb. Okay. What is a verb? Verb is an action word. Okay. Whatever the work we do, that is called an action. So, and verb shows an action, a state of being, or position. So, action means work, walk, run, talk, listen, eat, write. These are all comes. These are all called action words. And also state of being, am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. These are all state of being. These are show state of being of the verb. And next, position. Have, has, had. This shows the position. Okay. So that is verb. And what is adjective? An adjective is a describing word. It describes a noun or pronoun. Describing means it tells us extra information about the noun. Okay, it describes. It tells extra information about the noun. That means she is a beautiful girl. So the beautiful is describing the girl. Okay. Ravi is a clever boy. So clever is describing a boy. Okay. So this adjective is a describing word. So next, I was explaining adverb. So what is an adverb? An adverb is a word which describes which tells about the verb, adjective, and other adverb. Okay, adjective describes noun and pronoun, but adverb describes verb, adjective, and another adverbs. Okay, so now I will explain about adverb. Fifth part of speech is adverb. An adverb describes an action or a verb. Or a verb. It tells how, when, or where an action is done. An action has done. Example: slowly, fast, correctly, yesterday, today, ago, before, here, there. So, as I told you, an adverb is a word which describes an action. Action means verb, which describes a verb or No more. And the day this topic not completed, I was explaining at the time was over. So I stopped this topic in the middle of the topic. I stopped. So I'm explaining now. Okay, this is not completed. Okay, so an adverb describes an action or a verb. It tells how the action has done, when the action has done, and where the action has done. Okay, so how the action has done. I will tell you one of the examples. Okay, Rahul writes neatly. Sneha speaks politely. Sneha speaks politely. Here, neatly, politely describes the manner how they speak. How they speak, I told you. It tells how, when, and where the action has done. How the action has done now? Tell me. Neatly. How the Rahul has written? He has written neatly. The manner how he has completed that work. It tells about the manner of the work. Okay, see this. Sneha speaks politely. How the girl speaks? She speaks very politely. So here, politely and neatly. So this is also called adverb of manner. And how adverb also we can say. How means the manner they are telling how the action has done. Okay, look at here. It describes a verb. As I told you, adverb describes an action or verb. So it is describing about the verb. What is the verb here? Writes, speaks are the verbs. Okay. So the work has done here. How that work has done? Neatly. Okay. How she speaks with verb. How that action has done here? Politely. Okay. Not rudely. Politely. And I can change this. Rahul writes ugly. Rahul writes ugly. That means he is not writing neatly. So the manner here, the verb is talking about the manner of the work, manner of the verb, how the action has done. Whether he has written neatly or ugly. Whether she speaks politely or rudely. Okay. The manner it is telling. Okay. The adverb is describing a verb. So describing means it is describing this action. Okay. Is it clear, students? How the action has done. So here, adverb describes an action. Okay. So now it is completed how the action has done. And next, when the action has done. Okay. I came yesterday. I came yesterday. So when I came yesterday. So here, yesterday is the adverb. Okay. So when the action has done, I came. This is the action, verb. Okay. I came. But when I came yesterday. So yesterday is the adverb which tells about when the action has done. Okay. This is also telling extra information about the verb. So here yesterday is also called adverb and we can call it when adverb. Okay. Is it clear, students? She came now. Okay. She has written notes just now. So here now is the adverb. And next, where. So where the action has done. Sheila is standing outside. Okay. Sheila is standing outside. Here outside is the adverb. Where she is standing? Outside. So here it is talking about the where the action has done. Standing is the action word. So where she has standing? Outside. Outside is the verb. Okay. Chocolates fell down everywhere. Chocolates fell everywhere. So here fell is the verb. Okay. Where the chocolates fell? Everywhere. Okay. So here everywhere is the adverb. So it is talking about where the action has done. Is it clear, students? Adverb is describing a verb, adjective, and also another adverb. Okay, another adverb. It also describes another adverb. Okay, so this is about adverb. Adjective describes only noun and pronoun, but adverb describes verb, adjective, and another adverb. Okay, shall I raise? Next part of speech is preposition. So what is a preposition? A preposition is preposition shows relation between relation between two things. And it also placed. It is placed. Is placed before a noun. Before a noun. Example: H, on, near, in, long, by, beyond, of, into, over, up, with, in front of, out of. So these are the examples of preposition. So what is preposition here? Preposition shows relation between two things. Okay. It is also placed before a noun. So it shows the relation between the two things. Okay. I will show you how it shows the relation between two things. The fish is in the water. The fish is in the water. So what is the relation between water and fish? Here two things. Water and fish are two different things. So what is the relation between fish and water? The fish is in the water. The fish is in the water. So it shows the relation between the water and fish. Okay. So here in is a preposition. Stop texting. Okay. So preposition shows relation between two things. Okay. Is it clear, students? Here fish and water. What is the relation between fish and water? The fish is in the water. Okay. The fish is in the water. Here in is the preposition. Okay. One more. The cat is under the table. The cat is under the table. What is the relation between the cat and table? So the cat is sitting under the table. Here, under is preposition. Is it clear, students? Under is the preposition. So preposition shows the relation between two things. Here, examples of preposition: H, on, near, in, long, by, beyond, up, into, over, up, with, in front of, out of. These are the examples of preposition. Okay. The boy is standing in front of the door. Okay. So what is the relation between the door and the boy? The boy is standing in front of the door. Okay, the students are sitting in the classroom. What is the relation between classroom and students? The students are sitting in the class. Okay, so preparation shows relation between two things. Is it clear, students? Next part of speech is conjunction. 7th one, conjunction. So what is conjunction? A conjunction is a joining word is a joining word it joins two words or two sentences. Okay. Conjunction is a joining word. Conjunction is a joining word. It joins two words or two sentences or two phrases. Okay. Joining word means it joins two words. Okay. For example, two boys are there, Ravi and Rohit. Okay. Ravi and Rohit. That means Ravi and Rohit is the two names we are joining by using and. Ravi and Rohit. So here and is the joining word. Okay. And but because these are the examples of conjunctions. Okay. Till which so it also joins two sentences also. Not only two words, it joins two phrases and two sentences. Okay. So for example, uh, Rekha my aunt is tall, but my uncle is short. Look at here. Here we have two sentences. My aunt is tall. Okay. And my uncle is short. There are two sentences are there. So we are joining these two sentences by using but. Okay. My aunt is tall, but my uncle is short. So here but is joining two sentences. So here but is a conjunction. Okay. But is conjunction. Okay. And Raju and Nehal are good friends. Good friends. Raju and Nehal are good friends. Here Raju is one word and Nehal is one word. So we are joining these two words with a conjunction. Okay. So here and is the conjunction. Okay. Is it clear, friends? What is conjunction? Next part of speech is interjection. Interjection. An interjection expresses an interjection expresses sudden emotion or feeling of the mind. And it also it ends with exclamation mark and exclamation mark. Example, oh alas, today. Okay. So what is an interjection? An interjection expresses the sudden emotions, feelings of the mind. So sudden feelings, it talks about sudden feelings of joy, happiness, sadness. Okay. Interjection describes, interjection expresses, tells the sudden expressions of the mind. Okay. Whenever we are feel excitement or happiness or sadness, we shout in a happiness or we shout in a sadness. So these are all feelings. It expresses the feelings of the mind. Okay. So for example, oh, I lost, hooray, like that. These are the emotional words. When we are emotional, at that time we will speak such words. Okay. So interjection expresses the sudden emotions or feelings of the mind. Okay. For example, I will explain one of the example I will give you. Alas, we missed the train. Alas, we missed the train. Wow, what a beautiful dress. So here, look at here. These are the sudden feelings. Alas, we missed the train. When you arrived late to the station. So at that time you missed the train. Then again, sadness. In a sadness, you will speak like that. Alas, we missed the train. Okay. And if you see a beautiful dress in the shop, how do you speak? Wow, what a beautiful dress it is. Okay. You say a happiness. So this interjection ends with an exclamation mark. Okay, exclamation mark means this is the exclamation mark. Okay, so these are the examples of interjection. Interjection expresses sudden emotions or feelings of the mind. Okay, it ends with an exclamation mark. For example, Oh, alas, hooray! These are the examples of some more examples are there. So, examples of interjection. Here, I explain with you two sentences. Alas, we missed the train. Next, wow, what a beautiful dress. And one more example. Hooray, we won the match. So, in your happiness, you will shout like that. So, these are the sudden feelings of the mind. I hope you understand the parts of speech. Now, I'm going to give some sentences. You have to write parts of speech of the sentence. Okay? Shall I write this? Look at here. Page number 8. You have some sentences given. And first sentence. My father went to the field. Went to the field. So, in this sentence, we have to write the parts of speech of each word. Okay? We have to take these words and we have to write the parts of speech of these words. Okay? The first part, the first word, my. So, my is the possessive adjective. Okay? So, this is the possessive adjective. Adjective. Okay? Father is a noun. Went is a verb. To is a preposition. So, short forms I am writing here. The is article or adjective. I also told you we can call them adjectives or articles. And next, field. Field is a noun. Okay. Next, second sentence. Monkeys jump. Monkeys jump from trees to trees. So monkeys, what is name of an animal? So it is a noun. It is a noun. Jump. That means action. Action means verb. From is the preposition. It shows the relation between two words. So it shows the relation between the monkeys and trees. So it is the preposition. Next, trees is a noun. To is the preposition. Trees also noun. Okay? Is it clear, students? That is the sentence given. You have to write the parts of speech. No need to write the sentence. Already sentence given in your textbook. Okay? Next one, third one. Boys sing. Boys swim in the water. In the water. Now tell me what are the parts of speech of these words? Okay, look at here first, boys. Boys is a noun. And swim, the action, that means it is a verb. In, that means it shows the relation between two words. That's why it is a preposition. The, I told you, as we can call it is the article and adjective also. Okay, this is an adjective. Water is a noun. Name of the thing. So it is a noun. Next, fourth sentence. We will help him. We will help him. Okay? We will help him. So now tell me, what is the parts of speech of the we? We means it talks about the pronoun. Pronoun. Will is the verb. Will and help are the verb. Both the verbs. This is helping verb and this is the main verb. Him is the pronoun again. Okay? So, students, remaining sentences you have to write as a homework. Okay. You have to write the parts of speech of these sentences. Okay. Page number 9 is homework for you. You should try to write answers. Okay. Write and send it to me. Page number 9. All the sentences up to 15 sentences. 5 to 15 sentences is your homework. You have to write the parts of speech of each word. Okay. In the sentence. I hope you understand today's session. Thank you.